This video is going to cover the syllabus. I'm Jay Carlson. I'll be doing a full introduction during our first synchronous class meeting. For now, I've got my email and my office phone listed. Email is the better way to reach me. A couple other things I want to point out here. This is a online synchronous class, meaning we'll have weekly meetings on Thursday evenings from 6:30 to 7:30. All weeks except for week number 10. You'll need to have Kotler and Keller, the textbook 15th edition of Marketing Management. Make sure you have that for this class. So there will be other reading material that I'll announce as we progress through the term. For the second page of the syllabus, I want to start with course outcomes. By the end of the course, you should have a good understanding of the foundations of marketing, including the breadth of items that you have to consider when you're making marketing decisions. Secondly, I want you to be able to apply that knowledge both creatively and analytically to develop or critique, assess solutions to those marketing problems. Thirdly, we'll be looking at consumer research studies, we'll be analyzing and discussing those, and then lastly, each of you will be doing some research on an existing brand and product to get consumer perceptions of that brand and product. For my participation, email is the better way to reach me between email and phone. I'll be checking that twice a day, every day except for Saturdays. Some Saturdays I may not be able to check email, and if that's the case, if you email me late in the day on a Friday, I may not get back to you until Sunday morning. Otherwise, you send me an email, I'll get your response back either later the same day or early the next day. For work that you submit, you'll get feedback on that work within 1 week of its submission. Last comment I want to make on the second page is for your participation. You can expect to spend between 12 to 15 hours per week on this class, including the synchronous class meeting. Next page shows grading and evaluated activities. I've got on the bottom part of this page some very brief descriptions about some aspects of each of the evaluated activities. I've got separate videos that go into much more detail about each of these evaluated activities, especially for class participation and the product research assignments. And I'll give you more information about what they are, what they consist of, and what would happen if any work for any of these items is missed. The next 3 pages deal with course policies, program/school policies, and institutional policies. Looking at course policies, there's information there about interaction, expectations for it, and so make sure you check that out before proceeding on to the next page. I have the same advice for you on program and school policies. Make sure you check out this information as well. For institutional policies, make sure you review this as well, and also follow the procedures so that if you need assistance, I can help you. On the last page of the syllabus, you'll see the class schedule, and you'll see there are 3 columns and there are 11 rows. Looking at the leftmost column, you'll see each module is a row going from the first row down to the 11th row, and you'll see the start date and the end date of each module, as well as the date of a synchronous class if one is being held during that module. And in modules 1 through 9 and module 11, there will be a synchronous class scheduled. Only module 10 does not have a synchronous class schedule. Looking at the middle column, you'll see the chapter or chapters from the Kotler and Keller textbook that you will want to have read, as well as the number of videos that you should view, ideally before the synchronous class meeting. And then looking at the rightmost column, you'll see the graded activities for each module. You'll see the due dates, and what those activities are. The last comment is this is an online class, and so it is highly unlikely that we'll deviate from this, but if we do have to deviate for whatever reason, I will make sure to let you know in Moodle. And those are my comments on the syllabus for this video. I'll have some additional comments and you'll have a chance to ask me questions during the first synchronous class meeting that we'll have.